Hello and welcome to the Project Extinction Q&A hosted by Casual Craft Recap.
For our first question, when face revival?
Hey. Next question.
What is Project Extinction?
You want to start this one?
Yes, I would. So Project Extinction was kind of like a child of ours that we kind of came up with at the end of season 6. We weren't really ready for season 6 to end, and so our kind of plan for season 7 was just like do something small and secluded away from the server. So we came up with the idea of like being sent back in time and like interacting with dinosaurs. So the initial goal wasn't really to talk to anybody, but then like the server seat, like the theme was like ancient.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's too perfect.
Yeah.
So we ended up interacting with the server anyway. Yeah, like what is it to you?
I mean, for me, it was a way to expand my filming, or not filming, but like recording videos in a different way. Like I've never done anything that was completely story based, so it was interesting to be able to do something, and I wanted to expand my horizons on video making.
Yeah, for sure.
That was interesting for me.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting because like Project Extinction, I guess, just like as a base answer is just like two guys who have like as like a summary of like our storyline.
Yeah.
It's like two guys who get sent back in time and time didn't like it.
No.
I'd have to say.
Yeah.
That's like a good tagline.
That's the entire premise of the crack. That's the reason the
Yeah.
dinosaurs are there. It's like, hey, you mess with time and now it's gonna mess back.
Exactly, and so like the whole point of Project Extinction is trying to get back home to season 6, and then just kind of making memories along the way.
Yeah.
I think
They
that's
definitely have been made.
yeah, for sure. Next question.
Where did the idea come from?
I think I should take this one.
Yes,
because
please.
The idea wasn't originally going to happen on Casual Craft. It was going to be with me and the person that made the texture pack, Dragon Gast, and it was just going to be a series that the two of us did together. But then I think he asked if you wanted to be a part of it, and then you were just like, I've got an idea, and then it became a thing.
It did. It quickly took off. Like I feel like there were so many ideas left on the cutting room floor, and we'll kind of talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
And it's like just the amount of things that had to come together for this idea to like fully branch out into what it became was just insane. But
Like the original premise was dinosaurs. That was it.
That was it, yeah.
And now where we are in our series at the time of recording this, it's like
I mean, like the series is over now, so we can spill all the.
Well, I know.
beans,
I'm saying,
yeah.
but like as of now, like we haven't finished. Like all the ideas are there, but
Yeah.
like where we are in the story right now, like they're basically forgotten.
Yeah.
Like the main premise right now is the crack. So
Yeah, like as far as dinosaurs go, like that was supposed to be the whole thing, and then it just became such a small part of it as like the idea of Project Extinction grew more and more.
because it was supposed to be a smaller thing, but then everything fell into place and it became like a lot bigger than it was going to be.
We met so many amazing people too. I feel
Yeah.
like it would have been highway robbery for us not to have done stuff with like say Minute on the server.
Yeah.
Like if like people like Pandora come around.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't imagine not interacting with the server after
Like the
that.
way that the server was in season 6, like it wasn't like it was like popular in a Casual Craft way, but it wasn't like there wasn't big stuff like Pandora going
Right,
on, and there was
right.
like it was me, you, and Joe and Shiro were like the only content creators at the time. So like we didn't expect it to be as popular as it was. Now there's like Medeus and everybody
Yeah.
in it.
This
So it
has been
became
an insane year for content creators.
It was. It's so great.
Yeah,
It's so great.
for sure. What else we got?
Why are you guys loyal to Makoto when he was clearly a horrible, evil person?
I think that's kind of the point. Like from early on, because like Precy made the quests, and Precy was kind of talking to us about them because he made the time machine into, he made the time machine into part of a quest, and so. Yes, indeed, yes. Now. No, like he made them into quests. So we were talking very early on about like the premise of Makoto and stuff, and he was like, he's evil, right? And like, yeah, we knew. That was kind of on purpose. The reason I myself am so loyal to Makoto is because he's an evil, no good guy. Like that was kind of like the first hint that like I wasn't actually completely what I said I was through the series.
One of the very many hints that were left along the way.
Oh yeah. We really
I
sprinkled those in.
I loved when you just pop those in every once in a while when we were doing our improv.
Yeah, it's great.
And for me, I followed him because like I had no idea that you were evil or anything. So it was like I was just following you because I thought that it was like, oh, we're gonna stick together so we can go home.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why. It's because like I knew, but wanted to, I guess. Wanted to.
Yeah, wanted to.
Yeah, it just kind of happened that way. But like it was a good Easter egg that I was actually aligning myself with the baddies.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite interior person on Casual Craft?
Probably Shiro.
Yeah, Shiro.
Yeah,
Shiro.
What is your favorite thing about recording with Phoenix?
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So Phoenix and I do a lot of improv. A lot of people don't know that actually. Like they think that we script out all of our stuff, and that's not the case at all. Phoenix is horrible at reading. So yeah, a lot of it is improv. I'd have to say that's probably my favorite thing about it is like we go in with a premise of what we're gonna say, and then we just kind of spitball and snowball off of each other.
We really realized that after the one clip that we recorded. Like we really didn't improvise much of anything until the one where we started like talking about the dinosaurs, and we were like, hey, this is a problem.
Yeah.
And then there was the thing where like we were like, hey, I've made a friend with one, and you're like, you what? Didn't you watch Monsters Inc.? And then like after that, like that whole thing was like we were just like, hey, you're gonna walk up to me and be like, hey, dinosaurs are a problem, and that's all we had. After that, it was completely improvised.
It's like ready, action.
And then like immediately after, I think in the raw clip that I recorded, like afterwards, I said like, we're so good at improvising.
It's true though. It's true. So I'd have to say that like being able to improv with him, because like I've met maybe 2 other people that I can really bounce off like I do you.
Yeah.
But the other thing is you bring such a different energy to recording than me, and I think it's really interesting how we interact because I'm so loud and obnoxious, and you are obnoxious. I think it's just really interesting. Like we have a very different dynamic than a lot of different content creators, I feel.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say probably those 2 things.
If you two were to fuse together, how many 5-year-olds could you beat in a fist fight?
It's such an interesting question, and one that like has a lot of math involved.
Yeah, it does.
Like
It's like me alone, I don't have that much strength.
yeah, but like you've got the reach.
Yeah.
Like you could
I have long arms.
Exactly. So like they're not even gonna touch us. Like with my strength and like your gangly arms, like we're gonna take out like. And how old are they? 5? You said.
5.
Yeah.
5-year-olds.
5-year-olds. So I have an 8-year-old brother. 3 years ago, he was 5. Quick
Yeah.
maths.
Maths.
I could beat the ever-loving just soul out of this kid. So I don't think it's a question of how many I could take out. It's a question of how many we could take out before we got tired. You know? Like, we could be swinging on them all day. Because like if we punch them, they're not getting back up.
Yeah.
That kid's dead. We've murdered a bunch of 5-year-olds. You can be shocked all you want. If you and I are infused together and we're taking out 5-year-olds, they're not waking up.
No.
They're not going back to kindergarten that
They're
day.
going to forever sleep.
They're going to forever sleep. So, like,
At least 3.
at least 3.
At least 3.
Last question. What is your favorite thing about recording with Dolan?
I mean, I did a bunch of YouTube, like an entire season of YouTube before you came along in season 6. I did the entirety of season 5. And I did a couple collabs, but like you said, none that really just clicked and that I could do anything. Like I recorded with like Sloth and ND, but that was just like, oh, we just recorded when we were hanging out, and that's about it. But like I was able to form an entire story with you, and it was pretty much just that. Being able to click with someone is really nice.
It was very different for the both of us to make like a story-based thing.
Because like you've obviously have your main channel with entirely videography, which is like kind of like making stories.
Yeah, and I think that helped a lot, but like doing it in Minecraft is such like a foreign idea to me at the time.
Yeah.
Like I had done like cute little skits and stuff, but like
Yeah.
this was a full season of story.
Yeah, and like put all together, it's like a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot of my videos, one thing that I really liked doing, and that I did kind of in the beginning, and then I started doing more at the end, is starting off episodes immediately where the last one left off. Like I did that when I first encountered like Frederick, and I did that like when I found the secret area down in my underneath my base. Like like the episode started right where it left off, and that was one thing that I really enjoyed doing, rather than always starting out with an intro. It was like have a cliffhanger and then immediately answer the questions sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Well, I think that's all the questions that we had for this. We're gonna do a different video where we kind of talk about like what was left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for submitting your questions. Really appreciate it. This was tons of fun. Being able to like sit here at a table with you, like post Project Extinction is insane to think about.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have happened without your guys' support. So we really thank you guys for watching both of our series, for supporting Dragon's resource pack, and just for being you. So yeah, I think on that note, we're ready to head on out. So cheers, man. See ya. Beaver juice. Oh man. This is the Q&A audio sync. Did you clap at the same time?
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
That was amazing.
Yeah.